Project formulation actually concludes in four parts: pre-feasibility study, functional studies or support studies, feasibility studies, and the detailed project report, or DPR as whatever we call it. Pre-feasibility studies is the area which builds the confidence among the stakeholders and potential users of the project. Pre-feasibility studies is an early stage analysis of a potential project. They are conducted by a small team of experts and are designed to give company stakeholders the basic information they need to greenlight a project or choose between potential customers, investments. These studies typically give an overview of a project's logistics, capital requirements, key challenges, other information deemed important to the decision makers. So, market potential is going to get analyzed, technologies available and technological suitability is going to be analyzed, the availability of cost, resources, sources of raw material are going to be identified, plant location is going to get shortlisted, and capacity is going to get identified, limited, manpower requirement is going to get identified, labor, staff, management personnel, their availability and cost, all those things are going to get analyzed. And finally, the investment required for the project.
Functional studies, as the name implies, a functional analysis is used to determine the viability of an idea, such as ensuring a project is legally and technically feasible as well as economically justifiable. The functional specification is a multi-page document that describes how the product or service will be provided. It is written by the vendor and matches up the detail to by with the items listed in the requirements documents. The purpose of the document is to provide the developers with the specifics of the implementations. For example, it will describe the platforms, the product, services that will be supported, the development environment, and the tools that are going to be required or that would be used, and the technologies that would be included during the implementation. It is important to note that while details of this document is nowhere near as formal as its requirement counterpart. So we are going to do the market study. We'll, we'll complete the raw material input study. We will also analyze the project location. We will identify the project plant size. We will go with the details of equipment selection. Project life cycle refers to the four-step process that is followed by nearly all project managers when moving through stages of project completion. This is the standard project life cycle most people are familiar with. The project life cycle provides a framework for managing one type of project within a business. It is important to ensure that the project life cycle is used on project is appropriate to the work being carried out and split into. The purpose of project identification is to develop a preliminary proposal for the most appropriate set of interventions and course of actions within a specified time and budget frames. To address a specific developmental goal in a particular region or setting, investment ideas can arise from many sources and contexts. It provides guidance regarding setting project objectives and reviewing alternate approaches to solve a given development project. It emphasizes on the involvement of stakeholders from the outset of the project identification. A logical framework is introduced as a tool for project formulation, and appraisal, and management. Every project has its own purpose or ultimate goals. The complete delivery of the project, no matter how different each project may be from each other, Each one needs to carry out that purpose in the end. In order to get to the outcome, a project manager needs to handle the project from beginning to the end. When assigned a task, a project manager has a duty to understand that the final goal of the project. This that is important because the project manager will need to know who are the people and the groups he or she would be required to address and involve in a particular project, and when to involve each individual or group. These participants would need to understand the concept of the project and what roles they will play in the order to complete it. Evaluation or project appraisal. Project appraisal is an important part of any project and should be taken seriously because a lot rests on it. The effects of a project appraisal are long-reaching and have very definite long-term effects because the capital investment that is involved and that is very high in quotient and is required for any project. Project appraisal is an essential stage for any project, regardless of its nature, type, and size. This stage represents the first point of the pre-planning or initiation phase. Without having appraised the project, it is financially or technically unreasonable to proceed with the further planning and developments. Project formulation or the formulation development is a key zone of item advancement that can decide patentability, life cycle, and eventually the achievement of a item. Organizations incorporate detailing advancement capacities and faculty into their item improvement cycle must complete from multiple point of views. In completely coordinated explicit divisions, it may exist to manage that such regions of the physical portrayal of substances and plant issues are handled. Much of the time of different offices is frequently spent in different structure or areas. It may deal with pre-planning capacities to the executable capacities and the testing part of different machineries. The outsourcing in the project packs the course of events or the items that actually can be assigned to some outside parties and would save the time, save the cost, and save the energy of the project resources. A detailed project report is a formal record stating, clarifying, and recording various aspects of the project and keeping them for future references if needed. There are many types of project reports, and each serves its own purpose. A report helps to gather all thoughts, processes, and creation together in one place and document the project. Project report is a written document relating to any investment. It contains data on the basis of which the project has been appraised and found feasible. It consists of information on economic, technical, financial, managerial, and production aspects. It enables the entrepreneur to know the inputs and helps him to obtain loans from banks or financial institutions. The project report contains detailed information about land and building required, manufacturing capacity per annum, manufacturing processes, machine and equipment along with their prices and specifications, requirement of raw materials, requirements of power and water, manpower needs, marketing cost of the project, production, financial analysis, and economic viability of the project. Thank you.